Pit exit is clear.
Hey guys. What? Everyone?
The track temp's increasing. It's now
Hello,
44
everybody.
Celsius.
Greetings. I get the feeling this car just wants to kill me.
Quickest overall.
Thanks, Jim. I'm the only one to set a time. But thanks for making me feel good.
What could possibly go wrong? I've got a list.
Turn 4, I suppose.
That's the end of the session. P3.
It's a bullet on wheels. Wow.
Pit exit's clear. Okay, Glenn, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time. The track temperature's rising. It's now 45 Celsius. You're in pole. You've got 1 gallon left.
Race setup is active. 10.5 gallons. Okay, Dad, we are back at Pocono again, Pennsylvania. 14 drivers. I'm car number 8. And so far, I've qualified P3. Felt pretty good about that second lap. John had a good one. Not surprising that Mick is back temporarily, driving also on a kind of a temporary desk rig setup. I don't know if he's actually serious about it or not, but he had a picture of it, his wheel today. It was mounted to the side of a barbecue grill. Um, he's not in his own place, and he's just kind of making do with whatever he's got. So we've got 28 seconds left in qualifying. So my guess is everybody's done, and that'll stick. Track temperature is 114 Fahrenheit, and it is moderately high usage. $37 laps total.
P3.
I've had pretty good luck with the oval races this week. I haven't been crashed out, haven't made too big of mistakes, gained some driver rating in each one. So, so I guess Mick was serious about that.
It's not a barbecue rig unless there's smoke pouring out of it.
So crazy as he is,
Have a good one, guys.
he's also not slow, even on the barbecue rig. $120 in gritting. So as usual with oval, survive the first lap or two, stay in the lead group. Don't do anything silly. Don't let anybody do anything silly to you. Be around for the last couple of laps. Throw it in, see what you can get. Being that this is the one oval track of the season, and most of us are road racers, it's still a little bit weird to drive a pace lap and do a rolling start. I was happy when I was on pole the other night that I didn't screw it up.
.37 laps. P3. The track temp is 44. The air temp is 25 Celsius. Follow car number 02 in the inside column. Okay, Glenn, be ready. Watch for the lights.
So that'll be Mick directly ahead in the blue helmet, and then John over there on my right and ahead in the red helmet. Gary over here in his ubiquitous purple. Steve Morris next row back on my right, and Pedro Emiladri just behind me. So stay alive, survive the boring part in the middle, be around for the fireworks.
Go, go, go.
A little bit of a slow start for me. Good job pulling together, Gary.
Got a car high.
P5.
I think I'll just sit back here for a
Clear
few
high.
laps.
Outside. You're clear high.
Don't make me laugh.
Car inside. Inside clear.
Here, Steve.
E3.
This week, having run, I think this will be my 4th race, and tomorrow will be my 5th. Probably equals sum total all the oval races I've ever done. I can see now why a lot of these intermediate laps, oval racers get really chatty on the radio. iRacing notoriously has a mute button built in for the in-game chat, so that you can mute individual drivers or the whole thing if you want to at any time. It's kind of boring. And I'm generalizing a little bit. I know that short track racing is not like these big draft fests where all you have to do is stay within draft range and they'll tow you along. Short track racing is a beast all to itself, but the temptation to get on the radio sure is there. Snide comments, mind games. Asking for advice on how to get out of turn 2 most effectively. Middle Eastern Mesozoic history. It looks like just Mick, John, me, and Gary made the split this time. There's a gap of about 3 seconds behind Gary. Wonder if that was just pace or if somebody had an oopsie moment and left the hole. Moments can definitely happen. Staying focused during this time is key.
Go high.
I think my tendency to want to lean into corners is even worse in ovals than it is on a road course. I guess one saving grace is there's only one direction for me to go here. So only the right side of my core gets a workout. I've been trying to break the leaning habit for a long time. I'm getting a little bit better. Just trying to be aware of it. So the awareness is there. Still do it. Even more when I'm tense. Hopefully the front straight will give Stewart an easy place to let us pass. See what he does. Maybe not.
Car high. Still there. Clear high.
My VR view is wandering a little bit. I gotta remember to be aware of that. Reset. Come on, Gary, you can do it. Don't lose contact. Keep pushing, Gary. I'm tempted to drop back just a smidge. Give Gary more draft. If he hangs at 0.9 or a second, I think he's got a good chance of getting back. There we go, 0.8. Saw John's helmet get large. I was never worried, Gary. E in the mic is just a nice, unobtrusive way of saying thanks for the easy pass. Ooh, that was close. I don't know whether John touched it or got scared at the last second and jerked away, but looks like he's clean now.
I was expecting you to get sucked in there, mate.
Yeah, that was close.
Home and the fronts are well clear. Lap 26. Nick's gotten bored. He's just testing different lines, I think. Or different views, checking to see where I sit in his mirrors, and probably just entertaining himself. All right, stay focused. Now I'm entertaining Mick. Bummer, Steve. I see you back there. Big gap tonight. 13 seconds, it looks like. Did I squeeze Mick out? Nah. No point in that, except my own entertainment. Don't get me wrong, my own entertainment's pretty important, but not at Mick's expense. Not this time. Lap 30. So, what's Mick playing at? I'm sure he's trying to train me on something. And by train me in this case, I mean trick me. So what's he doing? Trying to get me used to him going in there so that I don't on the last couple laps, maybe? I don't know what he's up to, but I know he's up to something. Lap 32. All right, so what's my play? I have no idea. Be close. Don't make mistakes that take away my opportunities. Be there to capitalize on opportunities other people offer me. And push forward. .34. The bad news is I've had pretty good luck the earlier races this week, waiting till like the last lap or two, not really committing myself, and then picking up the pieces. Probably limits my ability to win, but also kind of eliminates some of the stupid mistakes I might make on my own. I don't know. I think John and Mick are going to be fighting pretty hard for it. There's always the chance for mistakes. A touch of wheels. If I can stay out of the blast zone, benefits me. Heads up.
Two laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium.
If Mick went there, I was going to follow him through. Alright, so it is going to come down to the last lap. Mick's where he wants to be. John knows it. Alright, so I wish I was a little bit closer to Mick right now. Yeah, so that's a missed opportunity. If I was a little bit closer, I can ride his coattails, see what happens.
Alright Glenn, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Well, Gary's going to sit back and hope for an explosion.
Car low. Clear low.
Oh, well.
Oh, good one, guys.
Podium finish. Nice one.
When are you leaving again?
Well, the only thing I wish had happened different there, other than me winning, is that John was able to cover the inside after turn 2 up here. And I had a pretty good run.
Glenn, sorry, mate. I had to go over to the left-hand side, stop you 3 wide there, and get off the power to stay behind John. Might have scared you a bit there, mate. Sorry.
No worries. I was going to follow you through if you went.
Congrats, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, the only
Fine, guys. Thanks.
the only thing I would do
Congrats,
different
John and Glenn.
if thanks, Isan, is I would have found a way to not be behind Mick on the outside of turn 2, but behind John on the inside.
Check out my slow burnouts, guys.
And then not allowed him to get inside on turn 3. But
I'm sure they've updated the car. I don't know.
I don't think they've done anything to it.
might have been a stealth update. Why are you saying that, Mick?
It feels a lot more realistic when you blast it from the pits and burn both back wheels out. You can sort of hold it in a straight line, and before it just used to snap around. But I don't know. We're oval, aren't we? All the setups are funky. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, maybe it's an oval setup, and you've been away a while. Maybe you've forgotten how to drive it.
Yeah. Big man.
That is classic. Congrats. Nice race.
Yeah, I just had the thing on my leg, for the first few days, and I just looked at the thing in front of me and thought, oh look, there's a little tray that hangs out the side of that. I wonder if it matches up. I'll share my set, guys.
Good race, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Fun.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Excuse me. All right, so that was a good race, nice and clean. Obviously, with the 3 that I was in the front pack with, I had no concerns about. Everybody's really strong. Because I was in the draft so long, looks like I ended up with the fastest lap again. A decent bump to safety rating and a big 63 points to iRating. So almost 1850 on the oval rating now. So that's respectable. I don't know whether you saw my earlier streams, but I was chit-chatting about how our splits and everything for the Saturday race are determined on that number. And if not high enough, you're more likely to be in the second split if there's more than 50 cars, that come out for the race. Doesn't really matter, but that means you're not in the broadcast version, and it's harder to be competitive overall if you're with slower cars. So the way it's scored, you technically, if you won second split, you could actually score more points than the first split. But because of the relative speeds, and it is a pack race in this case, that's not really likely. So 1849 is pretty respectable. Never really having done any real actual oval races to try to bump that up. I'm not complaining too much. Pretty uneventful. I was probably, I mean, I think I was in third place the entire race, right? Yeah, my fastest lap was lap 3. What else? So 0 incidents, no touches, no crashes, no nothing. That was pretty nice. Yeah, I think the only thing I would have done different as far as results is try to get inside John, maybe try to take away that inside line into the last turn or two. But other than that, I got nothing. I don't know really what to expect. And while we're here, before I forget, excuse me, let me see if I can grab a copy of the picture Mick sent earlier. It'll give you a little bit of insight into what he was talking about with his barbecue rig. And I don't want to pull Discord over here because I want to be sensitive to every other person in Discord's information. Don't need to put that willy-nilly on the internets. My ugly mug is enough. Where did he put that? Ah, yes, here we go. So if I can do this and this, yeah, this way I can show you without showing you Discord. All right. So this is how Mick is racing right now. So I guess he's sitting on the futon over here, got his pedals underneath, and his wheel clamped to the barbecue grill. No lie. He's back from his ride. He was attempting and is still attempting. He's hoping to go again to ride around the world on his bicycle. And he's made several attempts. He had to bail out once for health concerns. He had some neck and shoulder pain that were pretty troubling. Was able to come back and get that fixed. And then the last time out, I forget exactly where. I don't want to cast aspersions on any of the Middle Eastern countries, but his bike and all his gear got stolen. So he had to bail out and come back. So he's in temporary quarters. I think he's living with his sister, or maybe he's moved on from his sister, but he doesn't really have permanent quarters. He doesn't have his full rig, and he was getting the twitches. He definitely needed some racing. He'd been away for so long. So this is what he came up with. And as you can see, doesn't matter. He wins. It's fast. All right. That's all the inane banter I've got tonight, Dad. As usual, tomorrow's race will be 9:30, and I will see you here. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good night.